mates, and welcome back to a vlog. This is a little different vlog. I've been doing a lot of Nintendo lately, and this, yep, you can see in the title. Basically, this is something on the first try. There's no script, no draft, no nothing. It's just me talking. Basically, I just want to talk about how I think Nintendo could be successful. Now, if you want to kind of come up with your own theories, that heard something. If you want to come up with your own theories, then with all means, that's fine with me. But basically, what I think is Pokemon Go. Yes, I know that was mainly made by Google. It might have been also developed or co-developed by the Pokemon company. Yeah, I guess you could kind of debate that. I mean, you got the artwork and all that, the character design. So yeah, in a way, it was developed by the Pokemon company, but that could have also just been reused, recycled. I don't know. But then there's CGI renders. So anyway, that's not the point here. The point, what I'm getting at, is Pokemon Go was very, very successful. You saw my other update, not update, vlog. There's Nintendo stock went up 25%, and I think it's almost at 30% now. It kind of keeps going up and down, but it's mostly positive. Now, it's not like the best. Like, I looked at EA. Yeah, they have, I think they went to like 150%. And yes, EA does suck, However, their stuff's pretty popular, so, but let's leave it at Nintendo. I think if they keep doing mobile, not just mobile, one game isn't really enough to justify how it's gonna go. But at the same time, Nintendo makes great games for the most part. Yeah, I didn't really care for Nintendo Land. Wii Sports was okay, I guess. But for the most part, I like most of the Mario games. I've never played a Zelda game I haven't liked. Even Zelda 2, Adventures of Link. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's great. I guess it's okay. But I can't see myself really playing it that much. But yeah, other than that, every Zelda game I played is fun. Donkey Kong's fun. Metroid's a lot of fun. Animal Crossing looks alright. I'm not really into that. I didn't like Pikmin that much, but it seems to be doing good. And then Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. That sold awesome. That sold awesome. That it makes sense. That sold fantastic. That made a lot of money. I think it was like 1 million units, and for the console, the Wii U, it took like about 3 years to get to 10 million units. About. Yeah, that's pretty sad. But Mario Kart 8, 1 million for a 10 million unit system. That's not too bad for that game. And Smash Brothers, I think like 3 million, and then 4 million for the 3DS. And what else was there? Oh yeah, the 3DS. And this 3DS has sold like, I think, over 100 million units. Now, it's not as good as the DS, the regular DS. That was 144 million. Right behind the PS2, the best-selling system of all time, at 145 million. Now, what was PS4? I probably should have done research on that. Well, okay, sorry. Xbox One sold pretty good for the most part, dude. 18.5 million units. Yeah, I don't know where they're getting the best system ever made. Or, well, the best selling system of all time. Because when I'm seeing that's not the case. But the PS2, I think, was. And these are video game systems. I'm not talking about, like, mobile devices. Yeah, you can play games on there. Or, like, a certain OS on a computer. Like, Windows 7 was the most sold. Well, yeah, I don't really consider that a gaming operating system. Yeah, the OS could be used for gaming, but it can be used for other things too. But back on top, the 3DS has done very good. I don't really see it going anywhere anytime soon. However, maybe the NX will replace it, but it looks like with the Wii U, the the NX, the Wii U won't be immediately replaced. We still have a Mario game coming exclusively to Wii U, and it's like right before the NX release. And I think we just had Yoshi's Woolly World or something. We did have Star Fox few months ago. And fuck. What else? What else was there? Yeah. But this Christmas there's not a lot of Nintendo games coming out, which I'm disappointed about. But at the same time, I think they do need to kind of focus on the NX more. I don't think they should stop making Wii U games. Ever. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they should eventually stop. But I think for the people that want to eventually get the NX but don't plan on getting it right away, maybe they just want to save up or whatever, or they'll get it 2 years later. I think they should still make Wii U games. Like we have The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It will be coming to the Wii U and 3D. No, excuse me. What am I talking about? It's coming to the Wii U and NX in March, unless it's delayed. So that'd be pretty cool. And I think that'll help Nintendo kind of make some money in it. Like, you're not going to get some pissed off fans. Like with the GameCube and Wii, that was going to happen, but then Twilight Princess became a GameCube game as well with the Wii launch. Maybe not the same day exactly, but at about the same time. However, the Wii U came, and then it's like every single Wii game was dead, pretty much. From Nintendo, yeah, there was some Ubisoft, and maybe some Dance Central from Konami. I'm not even sure about that. But for the most part, that was about it. I think Ubisoft, maybe the Rayman, or not Rayman, Raving Rabbids, and whatever, maybe Dance Dance Revolution. I think that was like the last game maybe for Wii. And they're being really careful now for the NX. Like, they're being very sneaky, which in a way I don't like, but at the same time I think they don't want to, like at E3, now I kind of think it was a good idea not to say much about the NX. Now I think they could have said, oh, we're going to announce that at Gamescom, or I know they're not going to TGS, but Gamescom, we're going to be revealing the NX date. So that's all we're saying for today, and we're going to focus on Zelda and some other games for today, for 3DS and Wii U, those kinds of games. So the way they went with it, I don't know, I think they could have at least said, like, we're going to talk about it this day. So hopefully at Gamescom, yeah, Microsoft will not be holding a traditional press conference, and Sony, I think they might have, no, I don't remember if they were there last year or not. Sony, I think, is going to have a booth, but they're not having a conference. And Microsoft is having, I think they're calling it Xbox Fan Fest, which is going to be at Gamescom or something. So I don't know if that's going to be like a Nintendo Direct kind of thing, but Microsoft's version of a Nintendo Direct. I don't know is that where companies are going nowadays? I don't know. So I guess they might be having a digital event. I don't know really, but I'm hoping that Nintendo's going to have most of the light, and I think that's a good time to reveal stuff. Sony's not going to be big there. Microsoft, I don't even know what they're doing. They'll probably talk about the Xbox Scorpio. So hopefully, I'm hoping for Nintendo, since they're my favorite first-party company and one of my favorite developers of all time. I'm hoping that this will actually give the Japanese giant a big assist in being successful. I need to stop saying successful so much. What else was I going to say? NX. Yes. So, I think Gamescom's a great idea for you guys, Nintendo, to do something. Maybe not necessarily a press conference, since I know that's not really your thing. But, even Nintendo Direct, or Nintendo Direct Live, hell, the E3 Nintendo Direct was technically a press conference, because the way they did it, there was like It was on stage, technically. Maybe not in a theater, but it was on stage. And I actually want to go back to last year's E3. I want to talk about the Nintendo World Championships. They said there was going to be one this year, at least I thought. So, my theory is if there is going to be one, if there was going to be one at E3, they decided to delay it due to the NX, and maybe they're going to have Nintendo NWC maybe in January or February, like before the month of the NX. They're just trying to create hype then. So I would like to see a press conference, but at least something saying, okay, here's the NX is coming out March 2nd or whatever. I don't even know what day of week that is, so that might be a weird day. Um, and Zelda's going to be a launch title. And then they'll show off some other games. So, I don't know, Mario Kart 9. I just made that up. Reporting Smash Brothers, and we're going to be doing Skyward Sword HD, if that is what they're doing. And as you've been waiting, here is a real Metroid game. Yeah, they're not going to say it like that, but it's going to be in 60 FPS, 1080p, or no, it's going to be at 9 FPS, 9, yeah, that'd be bad, 90 FPS at 4K or whatever. Maybe they'll come out with 8K. Well, probably not. Nintendo's not really into that much. I do think they'll probably come out with like better graphics though, and a better engine. No more gamepad, so that'd be nice. And we know people with the Wii U, it's not really what they expected for, so we're gonna step away from the Wii brand, and we're gonna come out with a normal controller. It's gonna be kind of like Xbox and PlayStation, only a little different. But it doesn't. They don't need to. Nintendo, I think it's a good idea if they stayed away from VR. I know it's kind of big for now. No, but is it going to be like 3D where it was kind of big, kind of not really? I don't know. It looks like it looks a little bigger than 3D, like the real 3D, not the red and blue or red and green, whatever color it was. I don't remember. I think it was red and blue. Anyway, nonetheless, with that, maybe if Nintendo didn't do VR, that might not be a bad thing. In fact, that might be better. Say, what if VR is so successful that it leads Sony and Microsoft to wherever, whereas Nintendo is going to do something different? Maybe they can come out, yeah, and it's not going to be gimmicky. Yeah, no motion controls. But what if Nintendo? I can kind of see them eventually doing away with the 3D, at least on the 3DS platform. And maybe NX might take over that eventually or something, but I think they'll still be making 3DS games after the Wii U is discontinued, in my opinion. So then we come to this year, 2016. I'm gonna kind of go back to Pokemon Go and all that. 2015, they had a press conference. Mr. Satoru Iwata, with DNA and some other company in Japan, where they're talking about the NX and mobile games. Then the following year, or no, actually that same year, yeah, Iwata died. This new guy took his place eventually. And following year, I think it was like March or something, Miitomo was released for Android and iOS. It doesn't really matter what platforms, but it was released on mobile. That did really well. And then it kind of died out, and now it's becoming a ghost town. Whereas Pokemon Go, which just released like a little over a week ago, that did a lot better, and I don't see that being popular for years and years and years. Like, I don't think it's going to be like Minecraft's been popular for so many years now. I don't see it being that big. Actually, it is probably that big as of now, but I can kind of see it dying out in the next 6 months or something. But Nintendo said there was some other mobile games coming out. I'm not sure if it's Metroid Go, and if they do a Metroid Go, I hope it's not going to be like the same concept but different themes, like different characters. Of course, in Metroid, you don't throw Pokeballs at aliens or whatever and catch them, so that's gonna I don't see how that could work. Yeah, I mean it could be similar, but don't make it the same thing, and don't put Go at the end of every title. That's the last thing we need. And don't put I don't want to see like them to get gimmicky. It's like we're gonna call every game mobile at the end. Be like Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Donkey Kong 64. They didn't do that with Zelda, but what else was there? There's some everything 64. I think there was a James Bond 64. Well, maybe they didn't call that, but there was a bunch of 64 titles. They didn't do that at GameCube, but then like DS came, Mario Kart 64, or Mario Kart DS, Super Mario 64 DS. I guess that might be an exception. Although I think they could have, yeah, that's an exception because it's a remake. They don't want to call it 64 remake if it's not on 64. Yoshi's Island DS, Peach DS, whatever that game was called. DS, everything DS. Eventually, they kind of stepped out of that, and then they went to the Wii, Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, back to GameCube, they didn't really do it so much then, but Mario Kart Wii, Wii Sports. Wii Sports, Wii Music. That's a little different. But then again, I think they kind of went a little far with that. Wii Music, Wii Sports Plus, Wii Fit Plus, Wii Play, Wii. I think there was eventually a Wii Play Plus. And they did it with Wii U a little bit. They did New Super Mario Brothers U and Luigi U, which is technically DLC. 3DS, I think they kind of did away with it, and then eventually the Wii U they started doing away with it. There was also two Pokemon games on the mobile. Yeah, it was a DS game ported to the mobile device. So I think that was Pokemon Mobile Shuffle or something. So that makes a little more sense because it's different. So Nintendo, don't start doing that. Like unless it's really necessary, you don't need to put the name of the system or device or whatever into the title. I know you're trying to advertise, but eventually, if you're going to start putting that in all your games, that's going to get ridiculous. Anyway, I think Pokemon Shuffle, I don't know how successful that was, but I think it did decent. But Pokemon Go's been doing really well. And I can kind of see Metroid doing well. Although I would like to see a Nintendo studio develop the next game. And, I think they can come up with something. Another reason it could be is the Wii U wasn't advertised very well. And maybe they need to advertise better. Back to, this year's Gamescom, that might be a great time to reveal the NX officially and give it a name. I doubt it's going to be called NX. I'm surprised, like 9 months or whatever before the release date, they have yet to give it an official name. So yeah, but oh well. I'm running out of things to say. I really wish I had a script. I kind of wanted to do something without a paper telling me what to say for once, or guiding me what to say, I should say. So Nintendo, I think if you follow those steps, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm not absolutely right. I'm not saying I'm right about every single thing I'm saying, and you need to follow a guy on YouTube who only has 142 subscribers, even though he's been here for 5 years, and people tell him he's good at making videos for the most part, but he's not popular on Twitter. He only has 200 something followers. Yeah, so we should definitely listen to someone like that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think some of those things would work if you did that. Maybe not all of them, but they could. But at the same time, I don't want Nintendo going exclusively mobile, which they're not. Unless now if the NX fails, I think that since they made like $12 billion, probably more than that, they're making millions of dollars a day from that game. They could if the NX fails, I could see them probably doing like 3 more consoles after that if they wanted to, and be fine. Before eventually deciding, well, do we want to go mobile and third party, or what do we want to do? I don't see them just selling the franchise of all their games to other people. Because I think if Mario's on PlayStation and Xbox, I don't want to see that happen. But if it did come down to that, yeah, I would definitely get another PlayStation just to play Nintendo games and Xbox or whatever. Would I want to? Not really, but if it was to play Nintendo, I would definitely do it. And then I'm sure those systems would just skyrocket. All the haters who secretly actually may not be deep down actually do like those kinds of games. They would actually just instantly like, oh my god, this is awesome. So much better on this platform though. They just don't want to play Nintendo. I don't know why, but well, actually, I can see some theories. Just some of the stuff I've said before in this video. Maybe those are some reasons they're just pissed off at Nintendo or something. But they still like them. They just don't want to admit it. Which, in a way, I can kind of see where they're going. But at the same time, some of them may have already been idiots anyway. So, yeah, just random trolls. Whatever the reason. Just, yeah. Yeah, so another news is not really related to it is a little related to the video, but now I kind of have about 5 more minutes, and I kind of want just to talk about what I think how the NX will do. I guess this is kind of related to the video. What am I talking about? Nintendo NX, I think, will be a very successful system. I don't know if it's going to sell 10 million units, like, probably, no, its first month, no, I don't think it's going to sell 10 million units. I can see it maybe selling 2 million units, maybe, 2 or 3 million units in the first month, maybe. First 6 months, it could probably get to like 5 million, or 6 million to 10 million, and then if Nintendo's lucky, maybe, I'm hoping it gets up to 100 million by the end of the year. By the end of 2017, or the beginning of 18. But I don't know if that's going to happen. But, who knows. Alright, I might actually end this video, because I kind of want to save some things for next time. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this vlog. I actually enjoyed talking about it with you guys, so if you have any comments or whatever, leave them below, tweet me, to email me, whatever. Yeah, you can find that all in the description of the video. With that, hopefully the NX does well. Hopefully we see something about it at Gamescom. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more about Zelda too, but I want to see other games as well, like another Mario and NX. I think they already confirmed that. I know Ubisoft said I don't care about Just Dance, but I think that is coming to NX. Yeah, no, I know it is because they announced it at E3, but they didn't really. That's all they pretty much said. They showed off the other versions, I assume. So that's cool that Ubisoft wants to give it a try, but at the same time, I think they kind of want to. They don't want to put like Assassin's Creed on there immediately. I don't think there is a big Assassin's Creed coming out this year because it's just the movie. Yeah, there was a mobile title and Chronicles, but not a big game. So hopefully next year, which I would actually be okay with. Movie this year, game next year, movie the following year, and the big game that year after that or something. If the movie works, I don't know. But I'm gonna quit blabbering on now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this Nintendo vlog. I have been your host, and I will see you mates next time.